Okay, here we go, guys. Happy Monday. I don't have my coffee this morning, quite frankly. I just chugged it, so we're on to the water now. Maybe I'll get another double espresso after this video. But look, we have to cover what the markets are looking like this morning in the pre-market, as it's currently about 8:45 a.m. and as President Donald Trump is giving a news conference at 1 p.m. East Coast time, which I think that really is the main reason why the market is moving up today. You guys can see, and by the way, if you find value, consider hitting the like button, consider subscribing. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, 100,000 followers on Facebook, so make sure you guys hit that follow button, that subscribe button. I appreciate you all for tuning in. You can see here in this morning, we're up pretty much on every not every index actually, but the Qs, the futures are up 0.4% on the NASDAQ futures. E-mini S&P is up 0.1%. We have Bitcoin up almost 4%, which you guys know Bitcoin is as risk on as it gets. You know, it moves kind of with tech stocks at this point. It's heavily correlated. So Bitcoin's up 4%. The VIX is also up about 4 or 5%, and this cup and handle that we were talking about is still there on SPY, on the Qs. It's not breaking out yet by any means, but it's still there. In fact, we're testing the breakout right now. You know, this is the moment of truth. At open, in the first hour, 2 hours of trading, what do we do at 590? Look, 590 is this massive resistance that we've been talking about on the Qs, and on the intraday chart, we actually hit 589 a couple hours ago in the pre-market. Then we saw the drawdown to about 586. Now we're starting to move up again into open, which is 45 minutes away. So we're not fully breaking through yet, nor do I think, we're definitely going to do that. This is a headline market. Anything could happen. But, I think there's a decent chance, not a guarantee, but a decent chance we see a little more green into that news conference. And who knows what comes after that, or what comes from that news conference. I'm sure Trump's going to talk about the search and rescue. He's going to talk about the Strait of Hormuz, obviously, which today's the deadline regarding that, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, which it's not reopened, right? So, there's still a lot of uncertainty, obviously. This is not over yet. But the fact that the president of the United States is holding a news conference, the market is, running on the hopes of what could come from that. And Brent right now is down 0.6%. Brent crude oil, not much. WTI is down 1%, and they're both still at about 110 a barrel. WTI is at 110, Brent's at 108 as of this morning. And at this point, guys, I got my popcorn. It's a wait and see approach for me. I'm not jumping in on a bunch of stocks this morning. I'm holding on to what I have. I still have some cash, obviously, and I'm still depositing money every single week, to invest across my different accounts. And that's still happening, but I'm not rushing to buy stocks quite yet this morning. I'm going to wait until this news conference, see what comes out from it, and we'll go from there. But one name that I am holding right now that I'm loving, it's up in the pre-market, guys, Micron, ticker MU. Look at Micron move, guys. It is up another, I think, almost 3.5 to 4% in the pre-market. Yeah, it's up 3.8% in the pre-market right now. It's trading at $380 per share, and in the overnight market, we got to $383. So Micron, you guys know, especially if you're in my Patreon, you know that I've been smashing that buy button. I was buying the dip like a madman. I think the lowest I bought was 327, which we almost nailed the exact bottom. Not quite. And who knows if that is the bottom. This could easily whipsaw right back down. In this market, if things get worse, you never know. But as of now, Micron is doing exactly what I thought it would. Rebound quite nicely, and who knows if this thing has a run today to 400, not saying it will, but if it has a run, whether it's today, tomorrow, maybe I lock in some gains and be a bit more cautious from there for a re-entry. I don't know. Considering my average is like 350 to 60, I'm considering maybe taking a quick profit at 400 if it touches there. We'll see. It's still, it's still just an idea. I haven't sold out yet, guys. It's something that's going in my through my head right now. But then again, it's like Stas. I'm talking to myself. It's like I still think Micron's going to 450, 500. So hold on for that. Take the quick profit. That's where we're at right now. But Micron's doing well. Either way, we just cracked 380 now in the pre-market. I'm loving the way that's looking. Other stocks here, let's see some other. We might as well just run through some of these big tech names. Amazon's trading at 210 here in the pre-market, which Amazon is not going to move, guys, until this war's over, in my opinion. I mean, why would it? Crude oil is such a headwind for the company right now in the short term that, once this war is done, oil comes down, stabilizes, then it's going to move. But until then, yeah, it's a headwind. The stock's going to be flat, 200, 205, 210, 195. That's where it's going to be at. And honestly, that's not a bad sign if you're, or a bad thing if you're accumulating shares like I have been. I haven't bought recently, really, in the last 2-3 weeks because I bought a crap ton before this war started. But I'm just holding on, and I'm not opposed to adding more here. So Amazon looks good, but keep in mind, everybody knows this. Oil is a big headwind in the short term, but that too shall pass. We have Apple trading at 256 in the pre-market. Their earnings are coming up pretty soon here, 30th of April, guys. So about 2-3 weeks, or 3-4 weeks rather, we're getting Apple's earnings. A lot of big techs coming up. We have Alphabet, trying to break through 295, 300 this morning. They have earnings on the 23rd, so they're about 2-3 weeks away. So buckle up. Things are about to get real in these markets, guys, for big tech. You know what would be a perfect storm for the market? If we somehow got the war to end before big tech earnings came out. Could you imagine this? The war ends in 2-3 weeks. Oil starts to come down, normalizes a bit. Tech stocks come out with earnings. They crush earnings, guidance. Everything goes to the moon. That might be wishful thinking, but that would be a beautiful scenario here. But I mean, is the war going to end in 2-3 weeks? I don't know. Am I confident in big tech earnings doing well? Yes, I am. But will the war end in 2-3 weeks? I don't know. But if it does and earnings are strong, that would be a perfect storm for the market in the short term, guys, for a nice, juicy rally, in my opinion. We have Meta's earnings coming up on the 29th, the day before Apple, I believe. Yeah, that was Apple on the 30th, right? Or no, that might have been Amazon. Crap, I'm forgetting now. That was Apple on the 30th. Amazon was on... Actually, I don't even think I mentioned when Amazon was. They're on the 30th as well. Yeah, they're on the same day usually as Apple. So we have Meta, going back to them. They're at a big resistance right now in the short term, trading at about 585, 590, 575. That needs to break. That was support for months. We fell through it after that lawsuit news. Boom, it got down to 516, 17. Now we need to break back through on Meta, 580. I think if it cracks 600, 620, this is going to rip. But, it's been in a downtrend for months. The market's looking a little pukey. So once this war is done, I'm confident Meta's going to be back. But we just got to be patient, man. Microsoft, I got a lot of questions on Microsoft. I'm not the biggest fan. They're behind on AI, OpenAI. I mean, look, yeah, they have OpenAI, but when it comes to their traditional software, they're kind of behind on AI, and the stock's been struggling. I don't have much to say about it right now, guys. It's a great company still, obviously, but I'd rather literally own every other Mag 7. I don't know. I do own Tesla for sure. Long term, I'd rather own Tesla. Short term, I don't know. I'm in Tesla either way, right? But short term, everything looks a little weird right now. But long term, I think Microsoft will be fine. But are there other ones I'd rather own? Yes. I think, again, Microsoft's behind on AI, no doubt. Their offering's kind of crap. But I don't know. What do you guys think? We're gonna slowly wrap the video up here. It was an impromptu video. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have any notes for this one. But yeah, we just came on here, talked a little bit, broke down some charts. And yeah, we're 30 minutes out, 40 minutes out from open. Happy Monday, guys. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. And if you want to see what I'm doing throughout the entire week, how I'm trading, investing, if you want to be a part of the private Discord, it's all on Patreon, through Patreon. Link down below in the description box as well. Go to stasserfs.com/Patreon, and it's also in the comments. It's hard to miss, guys. I'll see you in there. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day.